Hello. Today we're walking around Trúc Bạch. I'm Wesley Green. This is Untethered. No one's joining me today. It'll just be me. So nobody's watching at the moment, so I won't bother to say what to do if you're watching live. But if you're watching this at some point in the future, you can feel free to comment below. Any comments you have, questions, advice, concerns, corrections, put those in the comments. And now I'm going to flip you around because we're walking Trúc Bạch, and I live on an island. This is an episode where we're seeing where I live in Hanoi. I live on an island in a lake inside the city of Hanoi. The lake is called Trúc Bạch, and that's where we're going to walk today. And I want you to see how much it is an island by a technicality. So I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see a little about what's going on. Well, I think I'm going to flip the camera. I should say that. To get this stuff out of the way. Okay. I gotta say it's easier on this software than it ever was before, but it's still not quite as easy as I think it should be. All right, this is what divides my island from the rest of the city. A very small channel, which I do think is natural. I think it's a natural island. We're going to talk more about the lake as we go. First, though, for anybody that's watching for the first time, I want to make a habit of going over the show concept, which is basically that this is a travel vlog. Yes, as you may have guessed. Sorry, have to put. I get freeze screen quite a bit on this, but it is easy to correct. Just have to stop and do it. Okay, anyway, so it's a travel vlog. Yes, it's also a podcast, kind of. I think we're doing video podcasts now. I think that's a thing. Because I like to get my friends to call in, and because we do it live, they can call in as I'm at the place, and we can talk about what we're doing. It's just a little different than the average travel vlog. But I can think the conversation makes it interesting. In the future, what I'd like to do, if I'm able to actually, if the world is able to travel normally again at some point in the future, I would like to move from destination to destination to do kind of a 30-day deep dive. Oh, that's a growling dog every time I walk by. Anyway, yeah, so a deep dive in each place of like 30 days of staying there and kind of rooting out what there is to do and see in a place, and to try not to do too many of the standard tourist sites, but to just find interesting things to do. I mean, we'll see. It'll be different in every place. If you want to know where I want to go in the future, where my spots are that I'm interested in, at the top of the YouTube page, there is a link called 30 year travel plan. All the places that I've lined up that I'd like to go and I'm interested in going. So this is the like and subscribe part, but really I want to tell you, if you want to follow me, you can't really do it through YouTube anymore. They don't do a messaging service unless you have a certain number of subscribers. So you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter. Those links are both at the top, and they do what they say on the tin. I post pictures on Instagram, generally speaking, and comments on Twitter. Communicate through Twitter. You can support the show right now through the PayPal link if you are interested in doing that. But I think I'm going to switch that to a charity if I ever actually get enough followers, because you can raise money for charity through that, through PayPal. Same way that I have my own link up there right now. So I think I'll probably switch that, but it doesn't really matter right at the moment. So where are we today? We're at Trúc Bạch. This is Trúc Bạch Lake. Turn it towards the lake so you can see it. It's really a lovely area. It's only minimally covered in garbage. I don't know what's going on right here, right now. Now, outside of Vietnam, this lake is best known as the place where John McCain's plane went down during the American War. There's a monument to him on the other side, although I think the way we're going to cross the lake will be on the other side of the highway from it. And I'm not going to correct that because it's a rather modest monument. It's not huge. It's just a nice little marker there on the side of the lake. We are right now northwest of the ancient city, the old quarter, here in Hanoi. And we're just east of the much larger West Lake, which we've done episodes on before and we'll probably do again. That's a really nice area. It's probably a place that gets overlooked far too much by tourists who tend to only stay in the historic district. And I should say both of these lakes used to be one lake, and it's an oxbow lake, so it used to be part of the river, the Red River, which is the main river and the reason Hanoi is where it is. So Trúc Bạch was cut off from the larger West Lake ahead in the 17th century, and it was so what you can probably see, and you'll see it a lot closer as we get up there. It looks like a causeway, and I kept calling it a causeway for the longest time, but it actually was originally a dike. It was meant to block off this part of the lake and create a new lake, and the reason was for fishing, and it's still used for that today. I don't know if we'll run into anybody today doing it. It's probably the coolest part. It is the coolest part of the year right now. So not a lot of fishermen, but yeah, it's not stocked. The lake is where they raise the fish. I should say too. We passed by it already. There's a temple. I think I did. I walked right by it while I was staring out at the lake. There's a temple over here, but that's all right. You actually can't see it from the street. I should go ahead and mention everything's closed. Our walk is going to be just a neighborhood walk. We've entered into another phase of a light lockdown here, which is to say you can go out of your house and travel around the city, but businesses are closed. Tour sites have been closed for a long time. Yeah, so we are not able to go see anything or do anything. That's why I'm doing neighborhood walks right now. But anyway, yeah, 17th century. The dike was built to wall off the lake, close off the lake from the this part of the lake from the rest and created Trúc Bạch. They've been using it for fishing ever since. Now, apparently, one of the old emperors had a pleasure palace constructed around the lake. Although I have yet to find out what the site, where the site was, where it was at. I don't think there's anything left of it. But it was eventually turned into a prison for concubines who had misbehaved. Such is the way, I guess. I guess they were made to forced to make silk products after they were imprisoned in the former pleasure palace, and it became famous for the silk. You can notice, or if you did notice, I was pointing at the lake the whole time, but pretty much all of these businesses are closed. Most of these are restaurants. A lot of, especially here on the corners, a couple of tall buildings have restaurants on the roof. The view is good with the lake. They're all closed right now. It's also worth mentioning that this lake is one of the most polluted in Hanoi, which I would think it puts it among the most polluted in the country. And you can see why. Every side of the lake has quite a few cars on it, and not too far away and uphill is a pretty major highway. So whenever it rains, all of the pollution from the road drains down into where we're at right now. So yeah, quite a lot of motor oil in that lake, I think, and so much fishing. I always think about that. I cannot believe so many people go fishing. I just hope they're not eating the fish. I'm wary to recommend eating at any of the seafood restaurants that are, and there are quite a few around the edge of this lake, because I got a sneaking suspicion they're not having it shipped in from, you know, fish shipped in from Alaska or something. This is one of the few times you would probably want them to. That, yeah, that fish can't be good. I got a sign up here that says, looks like it says don't walk in this area, but there's tons of people relaxing on the benches. So we're gonna press forward. Hope we don't get turned around like I did before in the summer. We went into serious lockdown. Cross over to Tran Pagoda and hope we get well, I know they're not going to be open, but hope we can get up there. And are they open? No. Let's get over there and find out. Officers standing out there. Yeah, they still got the sign up. The door is open, but I'm sure it's not for the public. Yeah, this was open just a week ago when I planned all of this. So the plan at the time was to do this walk and actually get into the pagoda, be able to see it, but that's not going to happen now. So I don't know if I should check this off my list or plan to come back maybe when everything is back up and running. I guess I'll leave it on my list. It's nice, but honestly, we're seeing the nicest part right now. It's just a great photo op. If ever you're coming to Hanoi, you should definitely plan to make a trip here. This is a perfect photo op. Selfie, vacation pics, whatever you're doing. Very photogenic, and from here across the water is the best way to get it. Of course, if you come all the way here, you would want it to be open so you could go in and see. But yeah, your best photos are from right here or across the street. Nighttime, I know we're not here at the right time, so sorry guys, but I'm going to swing the camera around. Nighttime, standing right over there on the opposite sidewalk. Not nighttime, I take it back. Sundown. When there's enough light for you, you can see the pagoda, but cars have their lights on, and the pagoda is lit up, the temple is lit up. It's quite a good shot. Good place to get photographs. All right, moving on. Let's say goodbye to the pagoda. I'm wondering if I should be less conscious of time when I do these. I notice live streamers that do gaming, man, they stream for hours and it doesn't seem to bother them or any of their viewers. Maybe that should be my attitude. But really, I wanted to have each of these episodes be centered around an activity, and for the episode to last just as long as the activity does. But since we can't do anything, my activities are kind of made up. I'm walking around a neighborhood. This is a nice thing to walk around. But you can kind of just walk as long as you want. So we're going to go see a couple of other sites. And when I say see, I mean from the same distance. Nothing is open. But I think I've always thought in any kind of weather, this causeway is a really beautiful walk. It's really nice here. It's really great to see the city out over the lake too. It's just a nice view. I don't know how long the current level of a lockdown is going to last. I hate to call it a lockdown because we had a real one over the summer. I mean, it was not nice, not at all. We were really locked in. As in, I hear about a period of lockdown in the U.S. I heard about it last year, and I question how real that was because people were apparently leaving and doing whatever they wanted the whole time. It's like, well, that's not a lockdown. A lockdown is when there's razor wire up around your neighborhood. Get back on my Vietnamese. I've been kind of down the past week or so and not studying. Not that it's done any good so far. I've been here 2 years, but to be fair, the past year I've been locked inside, so speaking of lockdown, and also unemployed because schools they let out in March or closed in March, I should say, and so I haven't been teaching since then. Lockdown or no, they just decided they weren't doing that anymore, which I think was the right choice. But Ho Chi Minh City has already announced they'll be. I think most of their students are going back in January, which is kind of weird because the big holiday is in February. But I guess you can get 1 month school in at least for the semester. Well, I did have quite a bit of information to be giving you, but as usual, technical problems. It just went blank. So I don't have as much as I'd hoped I would. But that's all right. Next week, we're gonna really change things. These neighborhood walks are really all I can do right now. And as you can see, there's still technical problems to work out. So not too worried about it. But we're gonna change and only do one a week. And I don't know how often Scott's going to be able to do it because given the restrictions and the neighborhood walk style of doing this, I guess I could schedule them in the mornings. That would be a sensible option, wouldn't it? Yeah. Okay, so maybe that's what I'll do. Because if it's morning here, he can do it in the evening. Um, I think he's pretty much free. I'm trying to think if evenings or mornings are better. Anyway, evenings are not really good here because after dark and you walk around people's neighborhoods, I don't think that's a good idea. But even then, neighborhoods will have different characters, so some will be better to do around lunch, and some will be better to do in the early morning. Anyway, it'll be a get to know you of Hanoi. I think that's good. It'll be kind of a get to know you of closed down Hanoi because no businesses are open, and that really makes for why there's life in a city. That people are out at restaurants, coffee shops, public parks. I mean, I'm honestly really surprised that I'm seeing people out here because I read that they were telling people not to go out and exercise. Yeah. In other words, go out just for necessities, groceries, basically. Oh, here we have something up. Something's being blocked, but I can't tell what they don't want you to do. Walk over here and see the. So they've got the barriers up, but they're not blocking anything. I don't know what I'm not supposed to do. I'm gonna walk through the park because over here there's nothing blocking progress. So I was gonna say about having notes. I mean, I'm trying to get to a point where I have notes to tell you factoids and whatnot. But this is a hero of the revolution. That is to say, call that the revolution, the French, the getting the French to leave. Uh, so I was reading before I came here, before I left, I think, and this guy was executed by the French at 17 years old for attending some uh, anti-colonial, I guess, meeting. let's see how old he was. 1914 to 1931. 17 years old. As things open up and there's more sites, you'll see a lot of the sites here, the historical sites, are dedicated to the struggle to get free from France. Honestly, it's one of the just going back to historic sites, of course, it's one of the more important points, events in Vietnamese history. All right, I should show you where we're headed. This is a Taoist temple. It's quite important, and we will probably come back to see it, just it, at some point, rather than do a walk of everything. But it is a nice stop on the walk, and it's a cool temple. We'll walk over there. You can see over the little wall, but yeah, obviously can't go inside. The only thing I can think of to do now is continue with the neighborhood walk. This sort of thing is really all that's available. Places are not open. You can't eat in anywhere. You cannot make. I cannot make the video I really want to make right now. So rather than do more of what we've been doing, which is just noodle shops aplenty, and rather than do more of this, peeking over walls, I would rather walk through neighborhoods and kind of go around and see different parts of Hanoi. Of course, there are not as many neighborhoods as there are tourist sites, so yeah. So once a week is probably about all we're going to do, and hopefully that will carry us until the lockdown is over. All right, well, gotta say, the lake from over here. A lot of this stuff is really cool and really neat to see, and we're not really getting to see it. So I am, as I said, going to leave these on my list. Hopefully we'll be able to come back to these places at some point in the future. My next episode, well, today's the 30th of January, so that means tomorrow is the new year. Sorry, I'm switching around. So, or sorry, tomorrow is New Year's Eve. So New Year's Eve, I was first planning to go to a fireworks celebration way back because I thought we'd be there by now. There are no celebrations. So then I said, well, I'll just go to a rooftop bar, not open. So then I thought, well, my neighborhood bar has been open pretty often and should be all right to go there. They're open, but you can't dine in, so I can't do the show from there. So it looks like tomorrow tomorrow evening, I'll be taking a lovely walk around my island. And because it's a small island, it'll be in depth. And I was just signing up, and Yuri's messaging me. All right, let's see if he's going to come on the show. How do I do this? I'm going to be gone for a moment. Oh, I got to copy and paste. Yes. You guys are going to watch me figure out how to work this right in real time. Isn't that exciting? So exciting. Copy, paste, doing it. I need to figure out how to share. Oh, you know what, though? I got to switch the microphone. Let me get to where I can sit down. If he comes in, I won't hear him or see him. Because I've got the solo mic on. I'm going to take that off right now. Who knows if this just cuts all sound out altogether? I don't know. Exciting to find out. No, it won't be. It'll be irritating. Sorry, not holding you in position because I'm trying to get somewhere quickly. Okay. You are also going to want to be pointed up. So I won't be looking at my navel. All right. Get away. Get out the earphones. See if it's going to work. Okay, earphones in. All right. Let's see if he's here. I don't know where he would be. I think on this one they just appear. It's not here yet. But they're just like immediately accepted in, which is not really a terrific policy. All right, well. Now let's see. Should we continue to walk through Quoc? Yeah, that was our. Oh, look at the sky now. All right. Well, let's continue on towards the. Oh, things wet. This was urine. Public parks now with the fresh scent of urine. I hope I can hear what's going on. I'm going to run the intro again and see if I can hear it.
like the little intro. I'll probably change the video a bit, but honestly, I haven't done enough to have an intro video. I just needed something because if you just start, if you just press go live, there's a oh hey, got somebody. Add to stream. Yeah, sure. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Yuri.
I'm good. Yeah. How's it going? Whoa.
Yuri 25. Oh.
Yeah. I am Yuri 25. How's it going, my friend?
It's going great. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm just getting online. I'll wait for a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, my friend Wesley, I think I'm getting into this, I mean, I think, okay, with you, with the conversation, with all the fun we had, and got the chance to like share some views of Vietnam, okay,
Yeah.
it's very cool.
Yeah, I think so. I'm enjoying it. We've been walking Trúc Bạch today.
Really? Locking what?
Yeah. Trúc Bạch. I'll show you. Hold on.
Okay, never mind. I don't have to understand.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to know what it means because
Yeah.
it is in Vietnamese. There we go. But I'll show you the word.
Oh, the view looks exactly like Chenzhou, like China.
Kind of. The lake is bigger, I think.
Oh,
that's
what?
The name. Trúc Bạch.
Try back. Okay.
Huh?
What's the meaning
yeah,
of
that's
that?
the name of the lake.
Okay.
Oh, meaning. I don't know. It's just the proper name of the lake. I don't really know
You've got to be kidding me. I just finished my like 1 hour's work around the Beihu Lake, Looks exactly like
Oh, Beihu, yeah.
You know that, right?
I think, yeah, Beihu, I think, is more of a park. This is not really a park. I thought that's what they were going for. This is a fishing lake. This was built in the 17th century as a fishing lake for the village.
17th centuries of a fishing lake.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God, that's very cool. Can we still see some fishermen here?
Yeah, sure. Actually, there's some over here. Let's walk towards them. There's usually tons of people here fishing, but it's getting a little cold. It's almost January, so less people are coming out to do fishing.
I see. Okay, that's cool.
But you see these little pads of greenery that are out in the middle of the lake?
Oh, yeah. What's that?
Those are plants that are floating out in the lake, and they help feed the fish.
Oh, okay.
So
really?
They keep the ecosystem going, yeah. So that there's always plenty of fish in the lake for people to fish.
Okay. Yeah, it likes that Beihu Lake a lot, I'm telling you.
Yeah, you think so? Well, it's definitely got a lot of stuff similar, like the little swan boats. You can take boats out on Beihu. There's also, you can't see it from here, but on the far side there's a temple. It's not in the middle like it is in Beihu, but it's you can walk to it. There's a little bridge.
Now that I realize this one is bigger than Beihu, right? It's bigger.
Yeah, it is a little bigger. Also, I'll swing you around here and show you all these restaurants. Moonlight Barbecue. Yeah, you can see the little dolphins and fish on the sign. On this one, it's seafood and a squid.
Okay. Coffee.
Lemon tea, wine store. Yeah.
I see.
Everything's closed. Oh, you know what? You might want.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I was just going to switch the layout. That's all right.
Okay.
What?
today the impact of your graphic, I think, is better than the one we had that day. You know.
My what is better at the lake?
Yeah, I mean the graphic. I mean, so the effect of the whole image, the image of the whole picture, your video, okay, is even better than the one we had before.
Oh yeah. So it's coming through better. That's good.
Yeah, its connection is even better. That's cool.
That's good. You know, sometimes I don't. Oh, here's this layout. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay. You have to view in the corner.
Oh, that looks even better. Okay, this way.
Yeah. Oh. Well, that's not really what I wanted to do. I'm trying to put you in the corner. And
No, that's fine. Okay, that's okay.
all right, there we go.
So, so far, do you know the main industry of the city, Hanoi?
It's the capital, so it's. I mean, I think the main industry is government.
Oh, okay. I see.
What? Your screen is strangely split.
What?
I'm just trying to figure out what's on the screen on your side. Oh, okay. So it was something physically in front of the camera. Never mind. That's fine.
Okay.
No big deal. Maybe I can't really figure out what I want. All right. Well, let's walk. We've already walked around the lake, though. So, would you like to walk back around it?
What?
There's a temple over here, but it's not very visual. You can't really see much. And then if we walk back this direction, though, we can actually see a couple of things. You may be able to help us.
There's a guy jogging, right?
Yes, guy's jogging. I'm following him.
Okay.
I'll never catch him. I don't.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to head this way. The last thing we're going to do is backtrack what I've already just done. And the first thing is a Taoist temple. Do you know anything about Taoism?
I don't know. I know temple, but I don't know what kind of temple.
Taoism is from China, right? So it's from the beginning of China.
Yeah, from Tibet, right?
It's from what?
From Tibet.
Connection is not good. 2,000 years ago. So that's this may be for naught. He's frozen. Please come back though. Oh, there you go. Hi. I'm sorry, I could not hear a word you said about Taoism. Can you say it again?
Never mind. I have no idea what that is. I said it's just of Buddhism.
Oh, okay. Last document jinx. That's what saying the connection was good because it's not good anymore. Hopefully, you will see where we're at. What's happening? I'm about to pass by a coffee shop. Well, first, we're going to pass by those swan boats like they sell at bases. First live stream we ever did was, Mr. Scott surprised to find we could do a live stream. Had nothing else to do, and so I ran over here to this place that rents the swan boats, and we we went out on Trúc Bạch, and the excitement has not stopped since. Did I tell you? You remember Scott? You met him once.
What? I can hear you.
When the first time you were on the stream, Scott was on. You got to talk to him for a moment while I dealt with technical issues.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, if you remember him, he has COVID. I mean to air his dirty laundry, but nobody's watching.
Okay.
This is the second time he's come down with it. Recovering. I've been messaging him. He seems like he's all right. He's been vaccinated, so he's in the not severe category, but he's still sick. So he's just waiting to get better.
He's still sick.
Yeah, that he has COVID. I did say that.
I got okay.
I find that it's so surprising how many Americans have gotten it. I mean, everybody I know that I've talked to has if they haven't had it, somebody they know has. It's really ripped through the country, and unlike everyone's claim that if you just all get it, we'll be all right. People are getting it 2 and 3 times. So it didn't really help to catch it. Surprise, surprise, getting it is not a good thing. Not that Scott wasn't saying that. You can't avoid it when everyone is getting it and translating it. Now, we're in a noisy area right now, so even if the connection is good, you might be able to hear me. We're going to get off the sidewalk.
Sorry, right now your voice is kind of on and off, my friend.
Well, that's one reason why I was trying to get better earphones.
Okay.
That's a long process. I don't know which one to get. I think I'm the guinea pig. Nobody knows how to do this at the moment, so I'm out and about learning myself. Is it any better?
The view, maybe a slightly better. So right now the view you're showing me is a bit like Changsha.
Changsha, it does. It reminds me of a few places in Changsha. Yeah, temples. This is a Taoist temple. We walk out so you can see the front. So we kind of came up from the side. It's going to get noisy again, but.
Oh, Quoc. That's definitely some Chinese style, huh? Chinese shit.
What? Come again?
Sorry, I can't quite hear you. Okay. Hey, sorry. Hey, Wesley. I might have something to do right now, okay? Later on, see if I can connect, okay?
Okay, all right, that's all right. At least I got to show you this thing. Pretty cool. Hopefully sometime we'll come back when it's open. Nothing's open now because COVID.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, and it's a cool temple. Okay, yeah.
I'll leave the viewer with one last shot of the actual temple. That's the entrance. And remind you guys, since I've already signed off, to tune in tomorrow if you happen to watch this before tomorrow. If not, tune in for the New Year's Eve episode. It's bound to be exciting because nothing is happening. All right, enjoy the next video.